It's FancyKnightMan here, and I just joined a tournament on chess.com, and we're going to go ahead and see how we do in this tournament. So let's go ahead. It's up 1,500 to 1,200, so I barely made it, and I scratched my way in. And right now we're up against Jose Gui, which is a 1,400 rated player, and as you can see, I'm a 1,200 rated player. We're going to work our way back up to 1,800, so let's do this. He's playing his Sicilian. I'm going to go ahead and open it up with my Yugoslav-style gameplay. Okay, I don't mind. So you're gonna capture. If he doesn't capture, I'll just continue play as usual. He captured. Oop, my screen just rotated to the side. Okay, his knight's out. My knight's out. And the correct move here is a6, I think, to defend against that square. Or pinning. Pinning works too, I guess. I think this is going to force that bishop to capture. Is there anything else that he can do? See, if I play knight here, he can move his queen out, but then he runs into that check. He's going to have to capture my knight. And then I'll capture his bishop back again. And it'll be like the game he's missing a... It'll be like he's missing a bishop, I believe. What I didn't see is that. I didn't count on that at all. But I'm going to go ahead and go for that square. Check. Taking that bishop out of there. And now my queen is up on his business now. All up in his business. I could trade it off, but do I really want to trade it off? No, I want that square. Let me have that square. I mean, you can trade queens, but I just don't want you to castle as fast as I can. The thing about Sicilians, you need to pay attention when you need to play a6. This guy, although he's higher rated than me, he needs to brush up on Sicilian. I know I needed to brush up on Sicilian. What is that for? I think it's a waiting move. It's a waiting move, and what else is it doing? It's blocking my bishop from going here. It's also glancing at my bishop later. Do I need to do anything about it right now? I don't need to do anything about it. I can castle safely. If he does glance at my bishop, I can just go back. And there's no problem. No problem at all. I'm still defending my queen. The problem is I don't have any play other than stopping him from castling. That's the only thing I have on him. His knight's immobile right now. His bishop is immobile right now. The only thing he can have as play is this, followed by this, followed by God knows what. What do I want to do? I guess I could emphasize the weakness of his d7 square to make his bishop pinned, because his knight's already pinned. Okay, he pushed up his pawn. Can I just... No, I can't. His pawn is pushed up. I can capture with my queen. His knight comes out. And then... I could win a pawn out of this. By winning a pawn, I mean queen captures queen, right, knight captures, and knight up to d5. His king castles, and then I can capture his knight. Knight captures, bishop, pawn's dropped. So let's go ahead and do this. No, let's not do this yet. And the bishop's still hanging. I forgot about that. Why do I want to capture? I want to capture... No, I don't want to capture. I want to keep my queen there. 2 attackers, 2 defenders, so I would lose if I captured that. Is there any tactics I can pull out? No, there's no tactics that I see. What I see is bishop captures, knight captures, then queen captures queen, king captures. No, his knight is also available to capture that. Never mind, I can't do that. So I think I'm going to have to go with queen captures queen, knight captures, and then my bishop just backs off a little bit. There's not a single threat I can make right now. Go ahead and do that. Throw my bishop out and develop and connect my rooks. He's probably going to lance that at this bishop and I can pin. No, whoa, whoa, whoa. See a different move. Let me go ahead and attack this weak square. Have this hole. I have a hole right now, and I really love my knight in that hole. Hole basically means that no pawns from the sides can attack the square. So like you see how this pawn's already passed, and there's no pawn here. There's no pawn that can attack this square. So my knight is in a nice hole, nice place where it can just relax. And it's really strong there too. It's influencing 1, 2, 3, 4 squares in enemy territory, whereas if it was here, it would only influence 2. Very, very solid. I like that. I could kick the knight. I think he wants my bishop though. And I could give him the bishop, but the problem with that is that I can't. My light square bishop is really strong. What can I do right now? I'm going to move here to cover the square right now that I'm going to open up. This knight's probably going to capture my bishop, and I'm going to have this open file, and I want to have my king in an area where it can cover that file. And it also gives him an opportunity to do whatever he wants. His bishop's going to come out. Okay, okay. I can kick the knight now. I'm going to defend. No, I'm going to create holes for myself. So knight can't go anywhere, can't go in this hole yet, so it's fine with me. I'm just solidifying my defense. Okay. Capturing towards the center, away from center. I moved my king to move to have this file covered, but if I capture away from the center, just open file for his rook. I don't like that, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Pawns on light squares now. Rook going to capture this. Have target on this now. This thing's targeted. This pawn, and I can target the next pawn when he defends it. Probably going to defend it like this, actually, now that I think about it. But that would cause his pieces. Ooh, he dropped a pawn, I think. Yes, he did. And he doesn't have to capture that bishop, but the thing is now this bishop is active, and you don't want an active bishop to run around and cause mayhem. So he might have to capture that. Oh, my opponent put good luck here. I'm not going to reply good luck now because that just seems like I'm being an asshole. Okay, Jose. Okay, so he took the active bishop. I'm going to go ahead and develop my second rook. I don't think that's threatening anything, really. So let me go ahead and move my rook. No, I don't want to move my rook there. Yeah, actually I do want to move my rook here, so I can attack those pawns too. But first I'm going to fix them on squares. See how I'm fixing these pawns here so they can't move? And now I'm going to attack those pawns. Then we'll go ahead and double on that pawn. No. I need to get my king involved because his king is very active. So I'm going to go ahead and carve a path for my king, if that makes any sense. He can't do anything on this side of the board. I guess his only hope is to do some sort of active play here. My hope is to do active play here. Go my king here. Then my rook's going to move up because I don't want to disconnect my rooks on accident. He's pretty much in a pickle. He can't do much. So, let's see. I think I'm going to move my rook to this square here because it's more active. Let's see, if my pieces were here, what's his counterplay? His counterplay is to put rook here. No, that's not counterplay at all. So I'm going to go ahead and attack that pawn. He's going to have to defend it. And then my king can move over. There you go. Now I have something going on. Slowly improving my position. I think I want to fix these pawns too and keep them there. Saying if he wants to do anything, he's going to have to go through me. No, that's fine. I think what he's trying to do is trying to bring his rook up so he can capture. Yeah. What he's trying to do is trying to bring his rook here so that I have to capture. Well, I don't have to capture, but I'm going to capture. And then his pawn captures, and now he has his pawn there, and my rook's going to have to go back one square, or even just attack that square. So I think what I'm going to do is do this. No, that loses. He's untying his pieces. Capture, 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 capture. That's not good. I think I'm going to have to open things up already. Yep, I'm going to do this, just so I can have a check. If he does capture, I'm not going to capture back immediately. I'm going to capture this pawn so that I'm threatening, and so that this whole side of the board is broken up and I have this whole like pass side. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And now I can threaten this pawn, and if he wants to trade off, that's okay. That's all fine by me. And now I'm going to double up on this pawn, right? No, I'm going to check him. Because if I check him, I gain a pawn. But if I go this way, I put so much pressure on him. I think I'm going to capture him, get a pawn. Then I'm going to attack this pawn again. And try to function laterally. Here. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. But can you defend this way? Laterally. I'm sure you can, but I'm just going to try to make it harder on him. So my whole idea from the beginning of this game was to go ahead and work my way around the square, and it successfully worked. I didn't talk about it. I kind of lost sight of it, but really that's how the game went. So after this part, I just gained control of that E square. Okay. You could just capture this pawn, and then he would capture, and it would roll down to where I have to defend that square. I don't like that variation. I like this variation where I can just, where his rook is inactive still. So take my rook, or I'll take your pawn. And you'll see what I mean by that. Because if he does bring his rook over here, then I can just check. He's going to have to move back here. And then I can just take his... No, I can't. No, I can't. That was my mistake. How are we going to deal with that? If he does bring his rook over here, then I'm going to go ahead and try to... Oh, never mind. I'm going to deal with that. I like this variation because his rook is inactive, and it really makes him take a couple of extra moves to actually do something with that rook. Okay. Now we're rolling with our pawn majority, and I think that was a mistake. He should try to activate his rook. And do this, and if he does push his pawn, okay, he can't push his pawn. Or he's not going to, sorry. Check him, try to get him away from that pawn, so that I can pin it against his rook again. Yep, okay. I'm gonna pin that pawn against his rook. And now I will get my pawns rolling. You trying to get some activity? Capture. No, I'm gonna check him first. No, I don't need to check him. Yeah, I can check him first. Should I just let him capture that pawn? If he captures that pawn, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. If I have 2 pawns rolling over here, 3 pawns rolling, he's not gonna have much gameplay. Now I can attack, and I have this square covered. There you go. Now he's in trouble with these pawns back here. I'm gonna go ahead and attack this pawn. If he wants to take that, that's fine. I can defend it too. He's going to start moving my king over to the side that I want it to move to, so that's fine with me. And if he no, he needs to move between these pawns now, and I can defend another pawn. No, let's not cut off my gameplay. If I capture here, he can capture my passed pawn, but then what of these 2 pawns over here? So I'm going to go ahead and do that off the logic that he can't do much out of those pawns. He can't do much without those pawns. There you go. I thought about here, but then I decided if he can attack me from behind, I really have no other mode of attack. So I'm going to go ahead and push this pawn. Start being aggressive with my pawns. Start pushing towards promotion. And he's trying to run me down on time. That's what he's trying to do, I think. Pawn push, rook captures. Nope. Vanilla. It said vanilla. What the fuck? Okay. Check. Let's go ahead and push this pawn. You can capture that pawn if he wants. I'm going to go ahead and move here. Shouldn't have moved away from him. Never mind. That was a mistake. I probably should have gone here. Check. Here. Oh no. Oh dear, I'm running out of time. Yeah, I think I just lost this on time. purely on time. Yeah, I just did. Okay, checkmate. Okay, woo, we got that. 0.5 seconds. That was crazy. Okay. So I like that. I'm in the tournament still. I'm not gonna upload the rest of the games and have you guys. I'm not gonna like force you guys to watch the whole tournament. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, leave a like below, and I'll see you guys next time. All right. Thank you. See you.